If you're hollow and a lot of money in your account, it doesn't gives you any, pleasure as such. If you want to feel fulfillment,
listen to that video of yours about the 6 human needs. And I really, really fallen in love with that information with you, the way you have given it. So I really request you today to please share with our viewers those 6 human needs and how does it work and how does it help you leverage in your own life.
well, thank you, for giving me the credit. But obviously, this 6 human needs, comes from my mentor, Tony Robbins. He talks about it deeply, at Unleash the Power Within. So I'm just doing a quick recollection because when it is not your topic, you need a bit of help. So yeah, the first, need we have is to feel significant. Sorry, I'll start with certainty. Okay, the first need we have is certainty. It's like we wake up pretty much most days in one context, understanding that we will wake up. Like breathing is like absolutely certain we will breathe. Okay, for most people, most of the time. Let's say you will brush, and then where your car is, where your laptop is, and things like that. So certainty is required in terms, you got to have something where there's a security, there's something you can rely on. But having said that, we also have the other 5 requirements. Okay, and this is what happens for a lot of people. When they get stuck up in a job or a relationship which is rotten and damaged or disempowering, but they keep going on because they lean on that certainty too much. So leaning on certainty too much is not great. Have you watched any movie more than once?
Not really. I'm not a movie freak, honestly.
Okay. Anything anything you've done maybe more than once? Any
Yes,
food you have eaten more than once
yes,
at the
but
same place?
those videos, exactly. I watch horror maker videos a lot, and so I like same video I would have repeated many times.
Okay. Is there any favorite food you eat, and you revisit
Yes.
that place? Yeah.
True.
So it doesn't matter. Different experiences, different examples. Either when people repeat the same movie, when they eat the same like food again from the same vendor, they want to reignite that taste buds again in their mouth. So that's called certainty. When you go to the certain cook, certain restaurant, certain movies, the sequence, what will follow, what will happen. And that's why people watch the same movie again, eat the same food again, revisit the places, because they want that certainty to be fulfilled. And no matter what happens, you will find ways, to get certainty. That's what happens. Okay. The first need is certainty. The second is uncertainty. Like, we human beings have been given this beautiful range of emotions, like a rainbow, different colors. So if I wake up and every day I know exactly what my life would look like, if I knew when I was 10 years old that at the age of 42.8, I will be giving an interview at 1:15 pretty much UK time to Pearl Hill, my life would be very boring. If I exactly knew I'm going to fail in my business in the year 2000, when I did my call center stuff, things like that, there will be no charm in life. So the second need, is variety, which is also can be called uncertainty. Oh yeah, people are saying, oh, so that means we have both the needs. Yes, we want certain things, and nothing can be completely certain, by the way, in life. Change is inevitable. They say change is the only thing which is permanent in life. So coming back, yeah, we do need certainty, but we also need uncertainty, and that keeps the flavor going on. Maybe I don't know, how do you say spices? You put certain, and you put like how do you say a counterpart spices to bring the flavor up. So the second need is uncertainty. Exactly. The variety, what is going to happen? The surprise. People say, what? I ask people, do you like surprises? People go like, oh, yeah, I love surprises. And I say, okay, you go back home after this event, your home is blown out with a bomb. People go, no, I don't like that surprises, okay? We like the surprises which give us pleasure. So coming back, yeah, uncertainty is the second need. The third is, which I think I had a huge lacking for many years because of my upbringing, is significance. We all want to feel significant in our life. We all want to know that we are special. There is something unique about me, that I matter to the people around me, or at least few people, they love me and care for me. That's what, is required. And that was massively missing in my life for me to think about suicide and even attempt it, because I thought, there is no meaning in my life. Nobody loves me. I'm just a weight on planet Earth. I'm an impure human being. And that's what happens for a lot of people. When people go too deep, into the idea of not having significance in their life, they become depressed, and some go like massively depressed, and then they they take up their own life. That's significant. The same is with gangster. I'm already giving an example. Tony gives it. If I take a gun and point at somebody's head, let's say, or somebody does it for you in the marketplace or wherever, you will never forget that person. That person will have a very powerful significance in your life, if you stay alive, by the way, after that incident. So significance will be fulfilled, in different ways. People if they can't find an empowering way, they'll find a negative way. Even people like smoke, they eat certain kind of sweets on a regular basis. They're fulfilling those needs. The fourth is love and connection. That's in a point of view of relationships, family, connections with people. We are social beings. Even if we have a certain way of living, we cannot live on our own. We need people like us around us. What about that whole idea of cult getting formed up and religious group getting formed up and all that getting formed up? It's just that people find their likes, and they belong in a tribe, they belong in a group. That's love and connection. These are the four basic needs we human beings have, and we will find ways to fulfill them. And as I already said, we are inclined to find it an empowering way, but when we cannot find it an empowering way, we find negative or disempowering ways to fulfill those needs, eating sugar in the middle of the night or doing shit stuff. The two needs which we have on the top is like fulfilling needs. As Tony says, just success itself is not enough. If you're hollow and a lot of money in your account, it doesn't give you any pleasure as such. If you want to feel fulfillment, something which you really nurture and cherish and enjoy, then you have to work on the second two like needs on top. Is one is growth. Okay, you got to be constantly learning and growing, and I'm a great learner. That's what keeps my life exciting. That's something I have inbuilt in me, and I keep doing trainings every single year, every couple of months. And it just keeps my world exciting because I know there is something I don't know. And if I know it, my life will become more enriching. So growth, and growth also involves traveling. When you go to buy, new places, you travel. That's a beautiful way of learning, by the way. Giving birth can also be a form of growth. It's a magical spiritual experience for both, father and mother. So yeah, growth. The second one, fulfilling need, is contribution. We naturally are designed, to do things for others. It's just that when, as I already said, we get insecure, we do stupid stuff, or we think, what's not enough for me, so I will hoard. That's obviously natural. That's what human beings would do. That's your tendency to survive. But when it is enough for you, and that's, again, you have to understand how much is enough, because in today's time, greed has got no limit for people. You only need, in my understanding, 2 rotis in lunchtime, or 2 bread, in dinner time. You need a house to live in, and maybe, in the modern world, a car to drive. That's it. The basic needs, but people keep hoarding, because this whole fear of not having enough. Okay, so coming back, contribution. When you do things for others, you get the magical feeling. And I love what Harp says. That if you love giving but you have problem receiving, you're a selfish person. Because see, when you give, you feel great, but when you have to receive and somebody else has to have the feeling of giving it to you, you shy away, and you take them out of that experience of having that emotion of feeling great about giving something to you. So if you're a great giver, you must be a phenomenal receiver. If you're a great giver, you should be a phenomenal receiver. That's correct. So yeah, by the way, I am a great giver and I'm a phenomenal receiver. So people listening here, you want to send me a gift or kind words or love, just send it to me. I don't mind. And to Pearl as well, for doing such a phenomenal job.
Thank you so much.